any form going forward?
I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And, I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so, when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that. I think that's why you have Title IX. That's why, you have some of the greats in women's sport.
The WNBA world is in shock after what happened between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun. This was more than just another game. It turned into a heated battle that ended with a shocking moment of payback. Brittney Griner, who signed a major one-year deal with the Connecticut Sun in 2026, tried to use her size and physical strength to pressure Caitlin Clark and throw her off her game. She believed she could intimidate the young star and slow down the Fever, but she made one huge mistake. She underestimated Sophie Cunningham. When Griner went after Clark, Cunningham stepped in and made her presence known. The situation quickly exploded, leading to a heated locker room moment, a post-game camera reveal, and a controversial scene on the court that left the Connecticut Sun facing major criticism
from anybody with half a brain cell today. No doubt about it. Now, right here, double technicals for Sanaya Rivers and Caitlin Clark, who exchanged words after a Connecticut foul. That's 7 technicals for Caitlin Clark. One more, and she will be suspended. I hope they rescind this one because I thought it was complete bullshit. You see that score, 123-88. The Indiana Fever set a record for points in the first half of a game with 70 tonight. Wow. Yeah, and Caitlin Clark started this game fast.
Nobody touches Caitlin Clark. The intensity reached a breaking point late in the third quarter when Brittney Griner, in her new Connecticut Sun uniform, delivered a hard offensive foul on Clark. The aggressive play immediately sparked tension and changed the mood on the court.
27 points, 11 assists in just 27 minutes. Indiana Fever beat the absolute dog crap, beat the brakes off the Connecticut Sun, 123-88. 70 points in the first half. This is what the Indiana Fever offense looks like when Stephanie White gets the hell out of Caitlin Clark's way. We got to get into it and break this game down. Caitlin Clark breaking records as always. Only the GOAT can do this. Only the GOAT can do this. Take a look at this here, courtesy of ESPN Insights. Another historic night for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark became the first player in WNBA history to...
3. Griner was frustrated and refused to back down, trying to use her size and physical presence to get inside Caitlin Clark's head. The tension between the players continued to rise as words were exchanged and the situation became more heated. The officials then made a controversial decision by giving both players technical fouls, leaving fans and players confused. The Connecticut Sun believed they had finally disrupted Clark's rhythm, but the Indiana Fever had a powerful response waiting. Sophie Cunningham entered the game and immediately brought a different level of energy and toughness. After the foul, Cunningham locked in on Griner and made it clear that the Fever were not going to be pushed around. She quickly made her impact felt by hitting a huge three-pointer after a perfect pass from Clark, sending the crowd into a frenzy. But Cunningham wasn't finished. On the very next possession, she attacked the basket, battled through contact, and completed a tough and one finish. Her performance completely changed the momentum of the game and showed that the Fever had more than just one star on the court. It was a statement moment that proved Indiana was ready to fight together and protect their team's future.
This little drive and hits the little floater. That's good stuff. This is my boy Venom. Welcome back, Venom. Venom Reacts. Go subscribe. He's back after his auto accident, and he was away for some days. He is straight up back, and he's going to be calling this on this Ty Harris to CC situation.
Oh my gosh, Caitlin Clark is cooking. Come here, Sanaya. Step back. Oh my gosh.
Give that guy a map.
Curling off the screen. Come here. Curry 3.
Bang. C22. What's up, Venom? Good to see you back, man. No doubt about it. His channel is growing. Talked to Venom tonight before the game. Good stuff. Good stuff. Caitlin again.
Where you're going.
Way out. Bam. Knocks it down from way outside. Good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. Caitlin Clark, let's see it. This is going to be an and one. She going to drive. Pull up another little floater. And the and one.
Cunningham took control of the moment, leading a huge run that shifted the game. She silenced the Suns' bench and helped the Fever secure a dominant win. But the biggest drama was still yet to come.
Important to protect.
Do you think, I guess, along the line like that, it goes against perhaps some people might say, hey, for the trans community, this could be something that could come back on us or be targeted against us. Like, how do you, I guess, view that sort of critique?
Like I said, I extend love and, I don't dislike anyone. Like, I think there is room for absolutely everyone here. And I think there's room to love everyone. And, I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot of people. And so, I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women. And I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And, like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone.
Sophie, what about Connecticut today? Tell us a little bit about the game. What are you thinking about Keys or guard Brittney? You know her so well.
Yeah, I think it has been so fun. I played with BG for 6 years, and so I know her like the back of my hand. And as of late, she's been playing really good. She's been playing like OG Brittney, and so we have our hands full down in the paint. I really think actually Connecticut is playing really good as a whole. I think everyone's playing their role really well from top to bottom. They don't go out there and do anything outside of what they do, and that makes it difficult. And so yeah, you could look at standings and where they're at in the league, but when you do that in this league, you're going to get beat by 50. And so we have one more game before break, and we cannot take this game lightly at all. And so we have to come out with following our scout.
Cunningham called out the physical treatment of Clark and made it clear that the Fever will not allow anyone to intimidate their star player. She sent a strong message to the entire league that targeting Clark will come with consequences. Fans are celebrating the Fever's toughness as veteran teams realize old intimidation tactics may not work anymore. Connecticut tried to bring the pressure, but Indiana answered with confidence and control.
That some would deem controversial. She's a teammate of Caitlin Clark. She plays on the Indiana Fever. And she was the one that got into it with a player a few weeks ago where she just pointed in her direction and kept pointing in her direction. That's Sophie Cunningham. Well, anyway, she made some comments that were deemed relatively controversial about a week or so ago. I don't know when it was. And she said she wasn't backing down from her comments. And it was regarding trans athletes in women's sports. Matter of fact, she went so far as to say she doesn't think her comments were controversial at all. She shared her opinion on a polarizing topic in an interview with ESPN this week where she claimed she felt a duty to, quote, protect young girls in a locker room or young girls in sport who shouldn't have to go against biological men. That's what she talked about. She was asked to expand on the quote when meeting with the media on Wednesday, and she made it clear that's how she feels. Quote, I said what I said, Cunningham told reporters. Well, rather than me just saying that, let's hear from Sophie Cunningham herself. Listen to what she had to say.
Talked about wanting to protect young girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children. And that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
I stand with Sophie Cunningham. I stand with Riley Gaines. I stand with them both. I have 2 daughters. They don't participate in sports, but if they did, that would be my position. And I think it's important to emphasize what Sophie Cunningham said a bit further. She said, I think I'll always believe that. I think it's really important to protect children and that little girls who are also involved in that category. So I stand on what I said, and I will always believe that. She claims she's not a political person, but she does have morals and beliefs, and she will always stay true to them. When asked if her stance could negatively impact the trans community, Cunningham said she's not speaking out of hate. She doesn't dislike anyone. She says, quote, I think there is room for absolutely everyone here, and I think there's room to love everyone. I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot of people. I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women, and I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone. I can't applaud her enough. This notion that you're hating on the trans community because you are not a proponent of them participating in female sports is utterly ridiculous. Sophie Cunningham said every word right on the money. There's no hate involved. There's only love we're talking about. But what happened to loving girls who are born biologically as girls? What about their rights? What about fairness associated?
What do you think about this shocking WNBA drama? Did Sophie Cunningham's response completely change the momentum and send a message to the entire league? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more WNBA updates and breaking stories.